Welcome back to New Day. I'm a newly engaged lady. My boyfriend Charlie recently popped the question, sending me into full wedding planning mode. Between the dress, the venue, the food, I'm looking for ways to save a few pennies. So I'm thrilled to have florist Emily Kopca from Columbia City Bouquet on the show, and she's here to share some flower cost-saving tips for brides that might be on a budget like myself.
Yes, I love a bride on a budget.
Thank you for saying that,
Right?
okay?
I love them all. So, but you know, the internet loves to tell you that the first thing you should do to save money is DIY your flowers.
I was thinking this. I was like, can I do my own bouquet?
Yes, and any florist will tell you it's a little harder than it seems, or the internet likes to tell you. So our biggest tip is go to a florist for your bouquet and your personal flowers. Those are going to be the things that are going to be photographed. You want them to be beautiful and perfect and done so that we take all the care to make sure they look good in your photos. The best way you're going to do a DIY for your wedding to save money is do your centerpieces.
And that's what we're doing today, right?
Yes, real simple. So I have a couple tips for you, and you're going to make one alongside me.
Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at DIY too. It's like I want to do that to save money, but I'm so bad. Okay.
So my first tip for you is use flowers that are big.
Okay.
Big bang for your buck. And so we have just some chrysanthemums here. You can grab your clippers. We're going to cut it nice and short.
Oh, really short? You did short. Okay.
I know. Nice and short, and go right at the edge of the vase.
And talk to me about this vessel too. I mean,
yes.
Is this important at all to have a certain one?
It is important. We want to go with something that's a little smaller than you think, and particularly having an opening to the vessel that is smaller.
Okay.
So smaller opening means less flowers needed, and that's always a nice cost-saving tip.
This already looks very nice. I'm very impressed, you know. Okay.
Then we use things like hypericum berries. We like to use stuff that is nice and sturdy, so you're not dealing with floppy flowers that you're trying to get to stay where you want. And these berries are great options for filling in, adding a little texture, easy to use. And everything we're using here is just nice, simple, a little bit on the less expensive side for blooms, which is great.
And will this last? I mean, how long or in advance can I do my centerpieces before they're like wilty and looking not 10 out of 10?
Yes, this is also key in why we would choose doing centerpieces over bouquets and personal flowers. The personal flowers you need to do like the day before. Your family's in town.
Yes.
You want to be like in your wedding and not having to work on the day before your wedding. So centerpieces can be done a couple days before. You can keep them cool, especially if you have a garage or a basement that in Seattle hopefully can like stay a little bit cooler. We're going to use greens here is what we're doing now.
Yeah, is this too long? I feel like mine's
a little too long.
Mine's a little
avant-garde arrangement.
Yeah, there's a lot going on over here.
These are great. It's really rustic. It's firm, again, just like easy to work with, and you can cut it into 2 pieces. So 2 for 1, again, cost savings is great.
And I feel like you're trying to keep this low. Is it because so you can actually talk to people at your table? Because I feel like I've been to weddings where it's like I can't see the people across like the. I'm like, who's talking to me? What's happening?
We want to keep them low. Your trick of the trade is if you hold your elbow here and put your hand up. Don't go higher than that.
Oh,
so keep it low.
Pro tip. See, Emily's got us. Got it. Okay.
Then, of course, we can pop in a couple roses, which is nice, you know?
Yeah.
And the pretty romantic.
Are we feeling like a lot of this green, does that save you money if you tend to do more greenery like in it and stay away from a lot of flowers or?
A little bit. That's a little bit of a misconception as well, is that greenery is going to save you a lot less money.
Okay.
You know, it's one of those things that you end up using a lot of greenery.
Don't mind me. We're already struggling over here. I am hiring out. I am not going to not have, you know, a professional doing this.
A few roses, this is it. It's a little harder than
and yours looks so much better than mine. It's which as it should, okay?
Yeah, and in the end, we just pop a little viburnum in, add some sweet little flyaways and texture.
Okay.
It's a great seasonal flower right now for spring weddings.
And where did your passion come from with, you know, flowers and just, have you always been a creative person? Is this just something you really enjoy doing?
Yeah, you know, I've always been a creative person and then just ended up buying a flower shop. And here we go. Went to a crash course design school. Turns out I'm pretty good at it. And
Turns out you are. Turns out I'm not.
Opened a second store and just went all in on flowers.
That's amazing. And then I see another little centerpiece over there. Let's talk about that before we run out of time.
Yes, this was another option that we went for here. Just going, if you want to DIY your flowers and you're on a budget, you can do something that's really beautiful and super simple. 3 hydrangeas, a little bit of eucalyptus in a pretty vase, again, with a narrow top. But you're using 3 stems here, so a big bang for your buck in hydrangeas. They're big, they're full, they're lush, they can come in a few different colors, and just hits like a nice soft wedding palette.
It looks absolutely beautiful, and it looks expensive, which I feel like is just something that's really important.
Yes.
So, well, I guess to not everyone, but me. But so what are do you have a favorite flower? Like, is there something that you're just so drawn to?
My favorite flower is Japanese anemone. It's just
I don't even know
beautiful.
what that is.
It
Okay,
grows
I'll look
here.
it up.
I know. I love anything that's going to have like a soft flyaway feel. So in this bridal bouquet here that you have these like beautiful scabiosas and tulips that are grown locally. So nice. Add beautiful soft texture. I think what you want in a wedding is something that's like soft and romantic feeling. It gives that sweet, subtle feel to your day. And that's what you're doing with flowers, is setting the tone for your event, that this is a nice place to be. We want to stay for the day.
Thank you so much for being here. We so appreciate it. And you can check out our website for more information on this content, and you can always send us an email too to share your thoughts. So go out and enjoy your new day, and we'll see you next time.